So if you want things easy, and if I was trying to relearn how to play all dominant 7th chords on the guitar in every position, stop learning disconnected chord shapes. Stop trying to memorize too much stuff. Learn one shape. I would take a diminished 7th chord, and then I would transform that shape into 4 different dominant 7th voicings. I would practice this on all string sets, but just to get your feet wet, I'll show you only on the top 4 strings. If you take a simple F-diminished 7th chord with your index finger at the 3rd fret, if you were trying to teach yourself basic electronics, it would be inconceivable to not learn Ohm's law. If you were learning how to engineer things and you didn't take the time to learn math and science, where would you get? Why do guitar players get away with so much laziness? Yeah, it's supposed to be a hobby. Isn't it fun to learn more and to play better? Without learning a little bit of the basics, everything will be disconnected and confusing, with piecemeal information given on free YouTube guitar lessons. A diminished 7th chord, any note in that chord can be considered the root. You didn't really only learn F diminished 7th. You also learned B diminished 7th, D diminished 7th, and A flat diminished 7th. Now if you lower any note in that voicing by 1 fret only, you will land on a new root of a dominant 7th chord. F diminished 7 on the top 4 strings. You take the F on the 4th string, you lower it back 1 fret, now you're on the 2nd fret, and you have E7. But directly because of the symmetrical nature of diminished 7th chords, F diminished 7 is also B diminished 7. There's a B on the 3rd string. Okay, take the B, lower that 1 fret. That'll land you on B flat. Now you have B flat 7. On the 2nd string, there's a D note, so this shape must also form D diminished 7. Lower D by 1 fret, landing on D flat, and you have D flat 7. On the 1st string, there's an A flat note, so this must also be A flat diminished 7. Take A flat, lower it by 1 fret, which will land you on G, and you now have the shape for G7. You'll notice that when making the transformations, you frequently need to readjust which fingers you're using in the left hand to generate those dominant 7th chords. But once you're there, you've discovered it and it's yours. Don't try to memorize disconnected stuff. Try to discover things on the guitar and then internalize them deeply, understanding while you're doing that how it works, how it's connected to everything else, and why it works. The quickest way to get better at guitar is to try to become a musician. Once you have the idea of the basic transformations down, you can do all kinds of new things with it, and we'll get into more detail about that in the Chords and Harmony module on the website at fretboardplayground.com. There's also a free email list that you can sign up for. But for right now, if I was just starting from scratch all over again, I'd learn my diminished 7th chords on all 4 string sets, start making those simple transformations, then I would start looking for diminished 7th chords across broken string sets and try to learn them as many places as possible. I wouldn't get hung up on the lie that it makes no sense to learn diminished 7th voicings because you're probably not going to use them in the music that you probably want to play. I would learn how the pieces of the puzzle fit together because then I'm learning music, and ultimately that's the fastest way to get better at guitar. I don't mean to come down too hard about any of this stuff. I hope it's helpful. I hope it has helped you. So this is not a criticism. If you're still watching, thank you sincerely. You're who I made the video for. I hope there's enough of us left who care enough. Keep at it, enjoy the guitar, and I'll see you again next time.